Good morning. This is a bit of a different video. Unfortunately, since the last video we haven't really been out in the camper. Unfortunately, my back's been bad and trying to do a little bit of work and so on. So I really haven't been out. So I've just come down to a local nature reservoir, which is literally a mile from where I live. It's a place called Chasewater in the Midlands. Well, it's on the Staffordshire border and that, and as you can see we're at sunrise, and as you can see behind me again there is lovely colours. So basically this is more just a little walk around, see if I can get some nice pictures this morning, and hope you stay with me for this one. I mean, the one thing I would always say is, I mean, if you can and you do have the time to get out in the morning with sunrise and go to like a nature reserve like I have, you know, I mean, you get amazing views, colours. It just makes you feel better in yourself. That's what I think anyway. But I mean, for me, yes, I only lived a mile away, but I did take the camper just about a mile down the road, because if I walk over to Chasewater I have to walk over the M6 toll, so it just would have took it out of me a little bit. So yeah, but I mean, it was well worth coming over, even though I was slow walking anyway. I mean, this morning for me it was just like a relaxing walk, and I mean, it was lovely just to watch the birds and the ducks, the swans and everything on the reservoir, yeah, and that it's just nature, and it was just nice and relaxing. Well, I have a bit of confession to make. This is actually the third time of the third morning of trying to make this video. Basically, this started about a week ago. Literally, I'd had no sleep. I was up in a lot of pain, and I'd had a lot of meds. And it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning when the sun was, you know, the colours were coming in the sky, and I thought, oh, I'll come out. And that I got over here, and I just couldn't do it really, and got annoyed with myself. So let me try and get you a bit more light on me. There we go. But yeah, basically that was that time. So I sodded that one off. A few days later, tried to come back again. Again, I was just getting annoyed with myself. I was in a lot of pain. And it was just not going that well. But I mean, it's an absolutely lovely place, Chasewater. I mean, I've lived around the area for a long time, and that I've got lovely pictures in the snow and bits and pieces. I may pop some up on screen in a moment or two. I mean, it's basically a reservoir. It was to feed the canals, and that it was drained, I think it was about 10 years ago now. I'd have to double check. And basically all this, what you see beside me here, was actually completely empty. And I mean, it's an absolute massive place. And I mean, on mornings like this, it is absolutely gorgeous and nice and peaceful as well. I mean, as you can see here from some footage, this was recorded in early 2011, it was literally empty. I mean, originally the estimated cost to do this, to repair the actual dam part, was 2.5 million, but it did rise to 5.5 million. But I mean, as you can see from this footage, you know, it is literally empty, and the pier that you're actually seeing, to just give you an indication, the water is literally up to that, but that is not the actual deepest part. I mean, you've got, from what you're seeing here, the reservoir, the main reservoir, Chasewater, to the left. This is actually classed as Jeffrey's Swag, which is like kind of overflow, I think it was. But from here, if you just walk, there used to be like a little bit of a station here and that, but then this then opens up to just fields, and then you go over a hill, which then you can go over to the other side. You've got the wooded areas and everything else. I mean, to walk around the whole lot, I think I did it, well, a good fair few years ago when I could walk a bit better. It's about 4.5 miles, I think, to walk around the whole lot. But again, yeah, there's a fair whack to see here, and again, it's just a nice nature reserve. Other than the reservoir here, Chasewater does have a heritage railway. I think it runs on Wednesdays and Sundays. It's all volunteered run and everything else. I mean, it goes from one side all the way around to the other, so like from Brown Hills end, which is in theory in the West Midlands, and then Burntwood, which is in Staffordshire. You can get tickets just to go around. I think it's only a few quid, and it's all day and that. And at Christmas they also do like a Santa special, like for the kids and bits and pieces, and they also have it on bank holidays and stuff like that. I'll link down in the description to the website or whatever of Chasewater or the Heritage Railway, so you can see all that, because it is actually nice to go. Come for the Santa special, oh god, when was it? Always a good few years ago now with my daughter, but yeah, I'll shove some pictures probably up of that as well. So I hope you're enjoying so far anyway. If you do, like, subscribe, do all that kind of YouTubey stuff, and again, thanks for watching so far. Just watching the swans, dip down there. It's actually reminded me of the time that I came over. It's a while back now, I think a few years back. And basically over here, because there's a lot of open space, there's a lot of deer around. And the one day I just seen a deer just walking across the walkway, the path, and then I heard a splash and I turned back and I just looked in the water and it was a deer swimming, which I'll just pop a bit of video footage on there, which I didn't actually realise that deer could actually swim, but there you go. I learnt something new that day anyway. Well, I would whistle, but unfortunately that's one thing I can't actually do. Never been able to whistle. I mean, I'd probably walked just under a mile this morning, so that was enough for me. So basically I started to head back, and that, I mean, we'd had a nice sunrise, I'd had a nice relaxing walk, I'd hopefully got some few pictures, which you'll be the judge of that anyway, and that. But like I say, it was just a nice morning, and that at least it gets you out and about. And yes, you have to put in the effort and get yourself out of bed, especially on those summer mornings where it's really early. Well, like I said earlier, they have the Heritage Way around. This is the way that I've come in. I'm just parked just over there. There is a car park. There is actually a main car park, but I'm not too sure what time it opens in the morning. There is a little charge. For me, I can actually walk over just through the one housing estate, but it's up a steep hill, and then over the bridge that goes over the M6 toll, because that actually runs parallel. But off subject, basically, yeah, this is the Brownells West station. Just down there, and as you can see, some of the actual carriages and everything else here. So yeah, it's actually a really nice place to visit if you haven't already come. Like I say, it's just on the South Staffordshire border between Brownells and Burntwood. If you go further out between, say, Lichfield and Walsall, if you know those places and that. But yeah, it's a lovely place just to actually visit and spend a day, even if the railway isn't going, because you've got water sports, there's a jetty, there's a kids' play area, because I did walk that way the other way. So the other day, let me get my words right. There we go. Right, that's it for this video. Hope you've stuck around and that, and again, thank you for watching. As you can see, there's the camper. Like I say, this was more just a quick video just to get me out of a rut, because the last week, unfortunately, my back hasn't been the best, and I haven't really been able to do that much, and it's been getting on my nerves a little bit, but yeah, it was just to get me out and just trying to do a video, so at least I can share something with you guys and that. So again, if you've liked this video and that, so please like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey stuff. There will be more in the camper in the next few weeks. Well, for you, it'd probably be about a week, because I work a good few weeks in ahead, so it gives me a bit of leeway. But yeah, we are looking at about going away soon, and that I've got a week to catch up with some work and bits and pieces. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a go. So again, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and yeah, goodbye for now. Hope you like this little video. Come out, it's actually sunrise, about half an hour to sunrise, and as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful in the background. So I'll have a walk around and see if I can get some nice pictures, and hopefully you enjoy it with me. So tag along. I mean, as you can see, the colours look lovely. So I was doing the usual, the B-roll and all that kind of video work. Unfortunately, because it's a new camera, I wasn't used to it, and the pictures weren't coming out as well as I wanted. And then for some reason the microphone just stopped working, so that was one thing that got me annoyed, and again because of the photos. So basically that's when I just give up really, and so that was attempt one. As you you can see behind me, I mean, it's just before sunrise. I think we're about 40 minutes before sunrise. I mean, you've got the reservoir behind me here, and the colours are looking nice. So yeah, it's going to be a more photography video, this, mainly just to test out the new camera that I've got, just to see how it's good with video and so on and stuff like that. So I hope you'll bear with me and see how we get on with this video. I mean, as you can see, this time I did actually take some photos compared to the first attempt, so which was actually better. Though the sky, I mean, it looked lovely in the morning, there was nice clouds, everything else, the colours were great, but literally the clouds just dissipated and the sun started to come out and there was just literally no colour whatsoever. But I mean, at least I still got a few photos. But I did find as I was walking, and I hadn't been walking that far this time compared to the main video. You see me walking the other way towards like the Innovation Centre, the play area and everything else. Unfortunately at this point my body did start to feel a little bit, so now I started really to slow down. I mean, once I got to the play area part, basically I was starting to get in a lot more pain. So to be honest, I did sit down for a while and actually take some more medication because I just was really suffering at this point. Well, after around about half an hour of sitting down and having the medication, I did just about have enough energy to actually get up and going. And the one thing with photography I wanted to try is ICM, which is basically intentional camera movement. It's basically where you slow the shutter speed down and move the camera, so like, you know, you get blurry images, but they can turn out really good, as you can see on the screen now. So after having a play around with a few of these, then it was just literally make my way back slowly to the camper and then back home. But basically I just didn't have enough video and photos to produce a video, so this was another failed attempt at this.